All right, my entrepreneurs. This is another episode of A Look Into an Entrepreneur, and we're here with Lashonia with 7 Rootsdeep Botanical, and we're here with another episode, and she's gonna let us know what her business is all about, and we're really gonna get to know her today. So, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you. Blessed and highly favored.
All right. So, first and foremost, what I always want to ask people is first, what makes them want to be an entrepreneur?
Just the encouragement from my mom and my dad and my ancestors, just being able to be of service to the community and carry the torch for my family.
Okay. So, have you always had this entrepreneurial spirit?
Of course, I always knew I didn't want to work a 9 to 5.
Okay.
So I've always done various things. As an Aquarius, I'm very creative. I started back in New York City in the fashion field and then got into graphic design, which led me later to doing music, which actually brought me to Nashville. And from there, God redirected me and I started my Apothecary and Botanica.
Okay, now you say fashion field. So when it goes to fashion, you mean like into designing clothes? Like what part of fashion? Because I know it's a large realm when it comes to fashion. So what specifically role did you play into that?
So growing up in Harlem, I always had a knack for fashion and the culture, and I actually attended and graduated from Fashion Institute of Technology in New York City in Manhattan. And I used to work Fashion Week in Milan, Paris, New York City, and just going to FIT because my mom also went to FIT. And also I had a great aunt that went to FIT as well.
Okay, so 7 Roots Deep, was that the first official business that you started? Did you have something going on prior to that?
I actually did music professionally for about 9 years. I was top 45 in American Idol season 6, 2005, same year as Taylor Hicks. And like I said, I moved to Nashville in 2014, and during the pandemic, God was speaking to me and was like, I want you to be of service to the community. So I launched my company June 20th, 2020.
You just hit me with all types of things. Like usually when I interview people, they usually have a very small background to what led them to be. I just heard you say you did fashion designing, did graphic design. Then I just heard you say you was an artist for 9 years. Okay, so what kind of music did you do?
I was blues and rock and roll, kind of like Aretha Franklin meets Robert Plant.
Wow.
Led Zeppelin. So I did a lot of cover songs for a while until I worked up my way of writing songs. Got a guitar and had a 6-piece backing band and wrote my own music.
You also mentioned American Idol too.
Yep, I was on American Idol again, top 45, season 6, 2005. It was a great experience. I was out of the Boston round, top 45 out of 70,000 people.
Now, how was that experience, like getting up there in front of those people, trying to take it to the big stage? That's basically what that show is about, trying to get to the big stage, right?
Yeah, it does, and it actually brings a lot of confidence as an artist, and being able to hear different types of critique, being able to perform on stage as an artist, things like that.
Okay, so with all that diversity in your background, I can see it help you run a successful business doing 70s Botanical, right?
Right. I actually applied what I used to do on tour to my business, now booking pop-up events.
Okay. So when you say God led you to this, what exactly did He lead you to when you started this business? Like I know you say helping the community, but how does what you do help the community?
I got into herbalism and being able to study natural cures, and from there working with different plant medicines, testing it on myself and families to see what worked and what didn't work. And when I launched my company in June of 2020, I knew I wanted to be of service to the community and be a pillar within the community, being able to help people suffering from different ailments all the way up to different spiritual.
Okay, well that's deep right there itself. So see, you have a few things on the table. So what do the oils actually help with?
So these are intention oils. Specifically, this one is blessing oil. So in spiritual community, there's a lot of different things that happen spiritually, and this is the blessing oil. So this is more like a holy oil. You could use it to anoint your temples. You could also use it different things in your 4 drops in your home, in your car. It just keeps blessings coming your way.
Okay, interesting. That's very interesting. And I see behind that is those bath salts and stuff like that?
Actually, yes. So these are ritual baths. These are for 2-time use or 1-time full strength. So you would use it in the presence of having white candles, stepping into the bath. All that does is create the safe space. It also allows you to cleanse the body of anything that you might have picked up, whether walking around or being around different people, kind of cleanse the energy and cleanse the spirit.
Okay. So what kind of ingredients is inside of that? I see it has like
A lot of ingredients, actually.
Okay.
So the Divine Blend has a lot of frankincense. Frankincense is used for cleansing, also used to dispel a lot of different negative energies and negative spirits. It also has lemongrass and rose as well.
Oh, okay, okay. So all those different ingredients help with certain, I guess, ailments or just whatever you're looking to heal. Like you said, it cleanses the spirits and everything like that.
Cleanse the spirit, and different herbs pertain to different situations within the body or the spiritual realm itself. So I try to pair the different herbs that go with the condition
Okay.
of the product that I'm trying to make.
Now, the other day I heard somebody mention
Palo Santo.
Palo Santo. So what is actually that?
So Palo Santo comes from the Amazon. So during the Palo Santo, the tree falls down to a natural death to the earth. And then for 5 to 7 years, there's all kind of ceremonies and rituals done around the tree for us to be able to use it for incense.
Okay, I was wondering because you see so many things nowadays, and I don't know if people using them for the right reason. They just may have them just because they heard somebody else, speak on it, or they may saw it on TV or something like sage. You hear a lot of people say the sage cleansing.
Right.
My mom used to do that when I was young. I just thought she was trying to make the house smell good. I never actually knew what it was. So, what is the benefits of sage?
So sage is spirit to Native American culture. So sage is used, again for cleansing, dispelling energies. It's good for helping with healing. You can actually bless somebody with sage and cleanse their spirit immediately. Same thing with Palo Santo. Palo Santo is more of a sweeter type of wood, sweeter type of smell, and it has the ability to cleanse the energy immediately.
Okay. And I was looking, where you got your candle burning now. There's different type of rocks. Are those rocks used for different type of energies?
It's positive influence. So we have about 1 million crystals inside our body. That's why we're able to connect to the magnetic pull of the earth by walking barefoot. So with crystals, different crystals heal different parts of the body. You can actually place crystals on the body or that part of the body that's having an issue, and it regenerates the area and being able to release different types of pain. For example, rose quartz is used for the heart chakra, represents the heart chakra. So you can use it in times of grief, any times of sadness, anytime if you have a loss in the family, to be able to help with that grief. You can also use it to prevent heart attacks by having it on you. So you can keep crystals on you, on your person, in your bag, things of that nature, and you can always cleanse it in the moonlight.
That's very interesting.
And also amethyst is good for psychic abilities. It's a psychic stone, also good for visions, meditation. Quartz crystal is good for clarity. And then I have black tourmaline, which is good for protection. So you can take a crystal, suspend it onto a string. Old pendulums used to be simple as a bolt and a string.
Okay.
So pendulums, how they work is it's your energy. It's your chi, your energy that makes the pendulum swing. And it's very accurate.
Okay.
They use pendulums to find missing people, lost items, different things that you have questions on. It gives accuracy.
Yeah, my mom, she used to do that and it used to just trip me out, So I tell people, I tell people stuff like that. They're like, yeah, right, man. I'm like, she used to always do it to all my friends, and they used to be mind blown by my mom. Like, man, your mom on some other stuff. But she was always into this,
She's got that natural ability.
Yeah, so, I was always amazed by that. So, I know we met at the black market and everything, selling your products. So, what besides the black market, what other places can people find some of your products at?
You could actually find it at the Cosmic Closet, 205 3rd Avenue North. I have a whole distribution set up there. You can go purchase it. You can find me at any of the pop-ups I have. Just check my website or check my Instagram, TikTok for updates on when I'm going to be available there.
Okay, so how can they, what's your Instagram and TikTok? I know you mentioned that.
So my Instagram and TikTok is the @ symbol and then 7 Rootsdeep Botanica. Again, the 7 is spelt out. Most people try to put the numeral. It's 7 Rootsdeep Botanica. And my website is www.7rootsdeep.com.
Okay. So besides the botanical part and all that, I was also interested. I see you was telling me before you also do tarot readings and things like that.
I do tarot readings as well. Different 30-minute, 60-minute readings. I read a lot with tarot, oracle cards as well as playing cards. Playing cards is good. I use during numerology spreads.
Okay. So what, like with tarot reading, what does it actually do? Like, is it basically reading from you, or
Actually, God speaks through me.
Okay.
At every reading, it's the energy of the person that I'm reading, As far as the cards and situations, it depends on what's going on in your life. When I pull the spreads and I put the cards down, I'm reading essentially your energy that you're putting into the cards. So it offers more guidance on certain questions. It's a tool to be used it's a divination tool, as there are many, to be able to provide, guidance and offer advice.
So guidance is to say somebody came to you and they just was having a problem at their job or something. They just ask you a specific question like, should I move on from my job? With the cards help?
Oh, the cards will definitely tell you.
Oh, okay.
It'll tell you which road to take. But again, that's up to you. God gives us free will. Right. As far as, the information, I can provide you with information, but it's up to you to resonate with that.
Okay. Well, I was also looking in the back, like I see calamine, opal or copal or even stuff like that. Resin. Like I see Lil John. I don't know if there's Lil John, you know what I mean? But with different ingredients like that, what are they used for? Can they be taken? Can you digest them? Are they used?
Certain herbs and roots and resins you can't digest. Okay. Certain things are for certain purposes. For example, I have a comfrey. Comfrey is used back in the day before hospitals. Comfrey is used to repair certain fractures, certain broken bones. Plantain is used as a skin purifier. It regenerates the skin cells on the face or the skin itself, and you can be able to have a new leaf of skin.
You talking about the fruit plantain?
No, this is actually the medicinal plantain. So it's a weed that actually grows in most people's yard, and most people don't know. Most people just have weeds in the yard, and they're like, let me just chop that down, let me spray a little something. But actually, a lot of weeds are medicine.
It's funny you say that, because me and my brother, we was talking about, we was watching these deers, and we was just watching how they were just eating certain patches of grass. And when we went out there, we was looking like this. Interesting, they were just eating certain type of weeds. So even going back with like what Dr. Sebi says and things like that, it's like, we walk past this stuff every day. It's just foliage to us. But we are herbivores, but we have convinced ourselves to eat meat.
Right.
I know eating some meat is good, but I know for a fact I'm not supposed to eat it because how long it's taking me to chew it and digest it to my body and things like that. Like my mom took me and my sister to this Chinese restaurant, and their appetizer was literally, it was all these thyme and it was just a bunch of different greens.
Right.
Like I'm sitting there looking like, okay, what are we supposed to do with this? And my mom's like, oh, you take the big piece of lettuce and you take all the stuff and put it on there. And at first I'm like, whatever, like really, mama? But as I got to eating it, I'm asking for more. I didn't even want the main course. And my mom looking at me like, you really like this stuff? Like,
the nutrients are inside your body.
It's so crazy because you don't know what your body is missing and it's craving that stuff. Like, ooh, give me some more of it. But you don't think about it. Most people don't even like vegetables.
Right.
You know what I mean? They like, give me a cheeseburger and a french fry. That's the most vegetables somebody gets.
Because that's what we're taught.
Right.
We're taught that for generations and generations. So when I tell people as far as herbalism is concerned, it's not that something or a particular disease runs in the family. It's the food that you eat throughout the generations that run through the family. Because a lot of diseases are caused by certain foods. For example, mucus. I don't drink milk because milk is made for calves. It's not made for humans.
Right.
That's why we have, in the community, we have different type of irritable bowel syndromes or things, gastrointestinal issues. Right, lactose intolerant, because we're not supposed to be drinking the milk. Yeah,
and it's funny you say that because I remember reading the autobiography of Malcolm X, and he said it was a point in time when there was a big debate back in the day through Congress is, should we give people milk or even give kids milk? So I can totally understand that. Then I just interviewed the lady who owned Radical Rabbit, and she mentioned that the reason a lot of people can't get off dairy products because it's something called selene in it that keeps the calf addicted to it for the mother. So that's why people like a lot of us, we love milk and cheese even though it's really bad for us. So and you can
lose a lot of weight just by taking yourself off of dairy. Just one thing in particular.
Wow.
So I also explain to people, like, when it comes to different animals, in civilization, what we most identify with is gorillas. And gorillas are what? Herbivores.
Right.
So gorillas are standing up and grabbing fruit from the tree and grabbing, different leaves and lettuce and things like that. That's what we're supposed to be eating. We are not catching prey. So we're not running as fast as a cheetah or running as fast as a lion or a bear to be able to rip flesh from the bone. We're supposed to be eating herbs. And that's the reason why God put 3,000 herbs on this, 3,000 herbs on this earth for a reason.
That's the first time anybody have put it that simple. Like we can't chase down.
Right. We're not chasing prey.
Yeah, it is crazy. Never even really thought about it like that. 'Cause like you say, you just go to the grocery store and unwrap it, fry it up, cook it up, stuff like that. But I'm not gonna hold you up. I really appreciate your time. Like I said, I've been trying to catch you for a while, and I'm happy we was able to sit down and do this interview. I know a lot of people, they may have more questions, so they may be in the comments, well, hey T.Y., you didn't ask this, you didn't ask that. But like I try to tell people, it's something I try to do short. I just want people just to give a brief introduction, give yourself a brief introduction to the people. But just to let the people know one more time where they can find you at.
You can find me www.7rootsdeep.com. That's my official website. You can also find me on IG or TikTok, the @ 7 Rootsdeep Botanica. And you can catch me at a city near you or pop-up near you.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, and I wish you the best in all your future endeavors. And this is another episode to a look of an entrepreneur.
Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated.